In this video, I'm going to be looking at Pinksale versus DXAPP. These are the two biggest launch pads for cryptocurrency at the moment, and they both have really good features that help you find the best upcoming gems. We're going to be looking at Pinksale first, and we're going to be looking at its features and kind of how to invest, and then we're going to be looking into DXAPP. So the first thing you're going to notice when you boot up Pinksale, you want to make sure that you're on actually the correct website, as there is a lot of fakes. So Pinksale.Finance is correct. You're not looking at Pinksale.E or Pink.Sale.Finance. All of these are scams. It is Pinksale.Finance. If you want clarification, the link is in the description below. This is your home page, and this is what you're going to see when you log in, or something similar. The first thing to take notice of is the trending page. If a coin is trending #1, it either has a lot of bots that are looking at it, or it has a lot of people ready to invest in the coin. This is always a really good indicator if your coin is doing well, because if it's about to go for a pre-sale and it's trending #1, you know there is a lot of activity towards that coin. There's a lot of people looking at it. If it's not even showing up on the trending, then it says something about the coin. It's not got much traffic, and there won't be much buy pressure. So it's always something to look out for. Now, to head over to the Launchpad section, you want to go to Launchpads on the left, click the little drop down. You then want to go to Launchpad List. Ignore these unless you're creating your own token. So Launchpad List is where you want to go. From Launchpad List, it has a load of options. So what I like to do is I like to filter, and I filter by upcoming. I then drag all the way down, all the way to the bottom. When you reach the bottom, it will look something like this, and there should be a good amount of coins. You want to scroll all the way back up to the top, and then you can filter by the rest of them. If you do it previously, it doesn't filter properly, so you've got to make sure you load all the coins in first. You then want to filter by whatever you want. So I like to filter by start time, and now I can see the recent the coins that are coming up. So for example, Pyramid Coin, I can see that this one is coming up in 27 minutes. I'm going to jump in. It's whitelist only. It's only 100 BNB cap, and they haven't added anyone to the whitelist yet, but I'm sure they will. But with a KYC and an audit, this may be a coin that I'll be interested in. So I'll probably jump into the Telegram and, for example, have a look how many members they got, look how many people want to buy the coin, and I can see that it's actually not a whitelist. They have changed it to a public, because you can see the timer is the same time. So they've obviously changed their minds. So just as a reference, if I jump up here, I can see they've got 12,000 people in the Telegram. I'm not going to open up the Telegram, but I may look into this coin. Okay, it's really simple. You can keep going down, and you can see the start times here: 4 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours. This is a great way to look at things. Another thing you can do is you can filter it by in progress, and this is really interesting, because once you filter it by in progress and you finish by end time, you can see, if it loads in, you can see the ones that are going to be ending the soonest. For example, Fair Launch here, this one's going to be ending in 6 hours, and it is fulfilled its soft cap of 25 BNB, overdone 36 BNB. This looks like a complete scam. I wouldn't advise investing in this, but this is another way that you can look at coins. I've invested in this coin, Pac-Man Verse, and I can see it's ending in 11 hours, so I'm hoping that reaches the soft cap. But this is just another way you can look and find these coins. A lot of people ask me, how do you find the pre-sales? Without going in the Telegram groups and just relying off their data, you need to look for yourself, and this is how you do it. Now, another thing they have is they have the leaderboard, and this is really interesting. So what the leaderboard does is it shows you the top coins for that week, every week, going back years, a couple years, I'm pretty sure, since they opened, which is really interesting. So I was looking at this week, and it was before these ones had sold, and it was just like 500 BNB, and I was like, wow, these have done terrible. I was like, I can't believe this week is so bad. Things must be in a downturn. And then I logged in one day, 8,000 BNB, massive hard cap, and they filled it, 100% filled it. And when I jumped into the coin and I had a little look at the coin, so let me just grab the address. So if you just look at the coin here, it is done incredibly well. I mean, the pre-sale price was 24, I believe. I believe one BNB got you 24. So if you had invested in, now let me figure this out. I think that's a rough 5 to 6x. So if you invested 10 grand, you would now have 50 to 60,000 pounds. Obviously, you couldn't invest 10 grand in the pre-sale because the pre-sale was maximum 25 BNB maximum buy, meaning you could have had, because the BNB price is roughly at £280 today. So let's work that out. 280 times 25. We got £7,000. So if you could have invested £7,000 times that by roughly, let's underplay it and say it's only done 5x, even though it's done nearer 6. You would have had 35 grand today. And this coin released how many days ago? This coin released on the 1st. So 5 days ago. 5 days ago, and you could have made £35,000. Insane. And this is a great way of looking at coins. I often like coming onto this page and looking at the coins and kind of comparing them to previous weeks and matching up to see what the good coins have. A lot of coins, they die, and they die quickly. If you get in here and you kind of have a look and you see what coins are doing well, you can see what makes a coin better than the others and kind of outsmart the competition. And this is a fantastic utility that Pinksale have. So that's pretty much everything that I use inside of Pinksale. There isn't too much more of their features that I use. I just don't really find them helpful, and this is probably the main one. So let's jump over to DXAPP, and we can have a look at that. So having a look at DXAPP, you want to make sure you're on the correct website again. So the other one was Pinksale.app. But they've rebranded and it's called DX.app now. You can still access via the old URL, but you might as well just go for the new one. So this is the home page, and right off the bat, you can see the trending launches, which is Elon Moon, Moneycoin, SafeMoon 2022. I know this one actually didn't do too well because I did look at it because it was trending. And this one did sell out, which is cool. I was going to invest, but I don't know why I didn't. I just forgot. But that looks really cool. 13,000 projects launched. Insane. Really good. Okay, now this is the page that will kind of get you. If you didn't invest in cryptos before, this will make you invest in crypto. If you had invested £1 in SafeMoon, you would now have £83,000. If you had invested £10, you would have had £830,000. If you had invested £1,000, you would have £8.3 million in profit from SafeMoon pre-sale. And the pre-sale from SafeMoon was on DXAPP. Okay, really important. Obviously, all of these other coins that have done really well, and there is more than this. They haven't updated it in a little while, and it is just incredibly impressive. Okay, so this is what kind of gets people sunk into investing in pre-sales. Do not get fooled and think that every pre-sale you invest in is going to be a SafeMoon, because people do. And that is gambling. Once you make a profit in your crypto, you should withdraw your funds no matter what. Do not expect it to go to 80,000x. You might as well play the lottery. So when you're on DXAPP and you want to find a launch that's coming up, you can go over to DX Launch, just on the left hand here, click the drop down menu and go to Dashboard. Once you're in Dashboard, you can do some filters once they load all in. So you can filter by active, and you go to pending, and these are all the ones that are pending start. So these are all the upcoming tokens. As you can see, there is not as many as Pinksale, and that is because DXAPP has stricter measures to be able to get your coin onto this app. There are less scams. There are a lot more scams on Pinksale. Now, do not take that as there are no scams on DX, because there is. There is definitely scams on this. So please do your due diligence every time you invest, no matter what the website. There will still be scams on this website. There are just a lot less than Pinksale. Okay, so these are all the upcoming coins. As you can see, there's not many. Elon Moon's coming up, but that's not coming up for another day and 19 minutes, so this time tomorrow. But you can also go to the ones that are currently live. So as you can see, this one is live, ends in 3 days. This one ends in 11 hours, and they are filling up. And this one ends in 4 hours. Soft cap of 60 BNB. That's not a lot, but hey, we'll live with it. Now, I don't use DXAPP often. There is a coin that I invested in recently, and it did fairly well, and you'll see that in another video. But that was from DXAPP, and it was probably the first one that I've invested in. It's actually made profit from this website. But I don't use it that often. I do prefer Pinksale, although it does have its fair share of bad points. And these are kind of the main pages and these filters that I use on DXAPP. There isn't really anything else on here, on this website, that I would use. So I simply use this website just to find upcoming coins or to invest if I think they're good enough. But there is definitely a wider variety in Pinksale. So just to compare the two websites together, Pinksale has a lot more coins, but that comes with a lot more scams. I do think there is a bigger chance to make profit on coins on Pinksale, but that profit comes at a harder expense because it may take you longer to find that coin, and you might get scammed along the way. DXAPP, a little bit safer, a lot less coins, but the coins, there's not as many people on DXAPP looking to invest in these coins, so that they haven't got much buy pressure. But don't get me wrong, SafeMoon obviously did really well, and it came from DXAPP, but they're not all going to be like that, and you need to understand that. So in my personal opinion, I do prefer Pinksale, but there are so many scams and you need to be careful. If you don't want to get scammed on Pinksale, be sure to check out some of my other videos where we go over points of how not to get scammed on Pinksale, and we look at some really obvious scams, and I kind of show you the basics. If you did enjoy this video, then please leave a like in the description. Please leave a like down below and check out one of my other videos.